Welcome to the Fuller Homestead. We're a family of 4 who left the city life behind to pursue a calling on our hearts to raise and grow what we eat while cultivating a life that is intentional, meaningful, and connected to God. I'm Andrea, a homesteading, homeschooling mama of 2. Come join me as I take you into a glimpse of our daily life here on our 40-acre homestead in North Florida. We're going to rescue the goats. They have a shelter in their pasture, but pretty sure Clover and Hattie take it all and don't really let them use it. And we close the barn off during the day, but when it rains, they don't know what to do with themselves. So they stand in the corner and cry, get soaking wet. So we're going to rescue them in their stall. I think Matt will eventually have to build them their own shelter out in the pasture. It's not time to eat, Bertha. It's not time to eat yet. Come on, girls. Come on. Come on. Come on, goaty girls. Come on. Come on, Junie. Go ahead. Go ahead. Good girl, Lemon. Go ahead. Go ahead. Good girls. Good girls. Okay. Hi, Begonia. I'm getting wet. You love getting wet. You're a pig. There you go, girls. There you go. Is that better? Is that better? Oh, shake it off. You're okay. Hey, Junie. You're okay. All right. Get cozy. Rainy couple of days. Got some tomatoes that need to go in the ground. Oh. Over and Hattie, you're good out there. After the storms had passed, we cranked up the generator and the kids got their bathing suits on and ran and got into the hot tub, which isn't heated right now, and had the time of their lives playing. And I headed out to the garden because who wants to stay in a hot house with no power all day? There, I'm out in the garden. It is super, super hot. We had a really, really bad storm come through today, this morning, and we have no power currently. Oh, that's a little better. We don't have power right now, and we probably won't for a couple of days. Actually, a couple tornadoes went through. We are like so blessed because it didn't hit us, but there are a lot of people in our community that it did affect, and so we're definitely praying for them. I just wanted to pop on because, well, the storm, we didn't have much damage. We had like a couple trees down, which were probably like residual from the hurricane last August, and then, you know, that just didn't come down at that point, and the wind today did knock it down. And then I came out to the garden to check on everything, and my tomatoes were like, well, you can see. So right here on down, I haven't tied back yet on the whole entire row. I tied all of these back already, but the whole entire row was like that down there, just like completely falling over. And some of them were tied back, but they have grown so much in the last couple of weeks, so I wanted to just take a minute and show you guys because I'm so excited. So like the day started out really awful, obviously, but y'all know I mentioned before in a couple other videos last year I couldn't grow anything. It was just super difficult. That's why we put in the 8 raised beds. The 8 raised beds, because 8 was what we could manage to knock out before growing season started, and next year we'll definitely add a couple more. But look, you guys, I'm like, I can't even, every day is like Christmas out here to me. So I want to show you guys the progress the tomatoes are making, and just so exciting. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so tomato plants. All right, there is so much fruit setting on these. Let me just find some for you guys. Okay, up here, these I'm pretty sure are pink. Yeah, they're pink Berkeley tie-dyes, which I'm like super excited about. Look, let's see. Look at that. And then this one, and this one. And then down here, what do we have? We have striped Roma tomatoes. And look, you guys, look how big that guy is. Oh, I am so excited because not only is the fruit setting, the fruit looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just gorgeous. I'm so excited. There is just fruit everywhere, like, and blooms everywhere. More coming, more coming. And then down here we start our large red cherry tomatoes. Noah gets most excited about the cherry tomatoes because he just loves, his favorite thing in the world is just coming to the garden, popping cherry tomatoes off the plants and just in his mouth. That's his favorite. But there are so many. Look at all these down here. This is my twine because I'm trying to just tie them up as gently as possible. But look, they're everywhere. Just like everywhere. There's just tomatoes everywhere. Literally everywhere. I can't even tell you how excited I am. And the kids and I have a new favorite thing to do. We come out at night with the black light and we get all the caterpillars, and it's so fulfilling. It really is. It's like so satisfying because they glow with the black light. I'll have to video it the next time we do it, but we've been coming out about every other night with the black light and getting the caterpillars, which has been so fun. This is, let me see what kind we got here. These are so these are black from Tula tomatoes. So they're gonna be like almost like a purplish black when they come in, which is really cool. And then this one I'm like most excited about over here because these guys, I think I have 2 of them. They're basket, mushroom basket tomatoes, and they get like massive and they have tons of like really cool like notches in them and stuff. So I'm really excited about growing those. And I have like my first one. Let me see. It's hard to like, no. Okay, so this little guy right here is already setting fruit. It's so cool. I'm so excited. So, literally like all of them they're either really heavily bloomed and setting fruit, or they have fruit actively growing on them. So we're just really excited. I haven't tied back this side yet, so it's a little wild still. But yeah, the tomatoes are doing insane. Matt's home today. He was gone all week for work, but he's home, and we got new sprinkler heads, and they're spinners. So they're gonna spin. Our other ones just like shoot out, and they haven't been really watering everybody the way that they should. So the kids and Matt are putting new sprinkler heads on for me. So this is really cool too. Oh, I meant to show you guys beans. Let me show you the beans. So the beans, I planted bush beans in the front of the tomatoes, and honestly what's going on with these is they're not growing as quick or as, great as they could grow because the tomatoes have completely taken over. And that's fine. You live and you learn. I probably won't do it again next year. But we are definitely gonna get fruit from these beans. And if y'all watched my last video, you know that I never even got to grow a bean last year. They all completely got eaten before they even came up out of the ground, or they like barely popped up and they were gone the next day. So we are getting beans, and we're getting a lot of fruit, and we've got tons more, like a bunch more beans in this bed too. So, but look over here, look how good the zucchini and squash is doing, which is amazing too. So these are Black Beauty zucchinis, and we're gonna start getting flowers soon, which I'm so excited about. And then the marigolds are coming up really well too, which is just gonna be gorgeous when it all sets. Just absolutely gorgeous. This is, on the vine is a Rampicante zucchino, and it's already shooting off little vines. See it? So they just want to attach to something. So I actually just came through here and kind of trained up all of the ones on the cattle panel to where they can start attaching, grabbing it, and then hopefully start going up on it. So I'm just gonna go back and do this one again because this wind is not my friend. The wind out here, it rips. It comes in from the pastures. Well, right now it's coming in from this way, which is crazy, but normally it comes straight from the pastures and just whips up. Getting my new sprinkler heads on, buddy? Thank you so much. Let's see you in action. You find one? What do you think? Do you think these are going to be better?
The new ones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. Oh, Dada's putting the new ones on. You're just taking them off. You guys are like, teamwork makes the dream work. The new one what?
The old ones are just, they don't spray good.
Yeah, they don't. They're not very great sprayers, are
You
they?
can see here.
Yeah, show me.
The water just comes out of that hole and it just hits in here and it just is supposed to spray out of all these, but
They get clogged up, huh?
that's bad. It doesn't work. So the new ones, they'll have another side on it, but it won't have a poking thing. It'll just shoot up.
And it spins, right? Yeah, it'll be awesome. I'm excited about it. Thank you, guys. So we've got cucumbers coming here, and they are ready to train too. They're like, give me something to attach to. Let's go. I need to attach. So these we'll just start training on the trellis, and then before long, we won't even have to worry about it. They'll just grow on up themselves. Also, last year I could not grow a zucchini. Not one zucchini grew. I got plants that looked about this size, about like this size, and then they just like died in the soil. So man, I'm just so excited because I really think that we made the right decision with these raised beds. I really do. They are already just phenomenal. So yesterday, before the storm, I knew it was gonna rain. I didn't know it was gonna like tornado, but I knew it was gonna rain. So yesterday I came out, I weeded this whole bed because it was horrendous. I've only planted like one side, a quarter of it basically, like this quarter of the side with tomatoes, but I had more tomatoes growing inside. So I just came out with these, planted them. They might not do as well. It might get a little too hot for them, but that's okay. I think we're gonna get some good fruit out of them either way. My idea was just to continually have like to succession plant. So we had more tomatoes coming throughout the season basically. So I planted all of these guys. So this whole row is planted with tomatoes. And then I have a tiny little section back here that I still need to plant. I've got the plants, I just need to pop them in. And then, I don't know, I'm gonna plant something in front because I feel like it's a waste of space if you don't. But it probably won't be beans. I'm probably gonna do something else. Hey babe. Is it hard? You want me to help you? Oh, come this way. If you come around this way. All right, Dada said leave these in this bed because I think the tomatoes get so bushy and so full that it like isn't really gonna be able to spin, you know? So. Huh? Yeah, he said, oh, no, I already got all these, I think, baby. Thank you for helping.
You're welcome.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
So we're done doing it now?
I don't know. Ask Dada if there's any more to get. So this bed will be completely planted out by the end of the day, as I'm just gonna pop a couple more tomatoes down there and then figure out what I'm putting in front of the tomatoes too, I guess. So maybe it won't be completely, very close to completely. And then this bed's obviously finished. It's probably overflowing, a little overfull, overplanted. The nasturtiums are coming in really well too. So that'll look really pretty. It'll give it a little pop of color. This bed, I planted grass in here. No, actually Matt just put the cattle panel on for me because I think I'm gonna do some more beans and cucumbers on this trellis. And then I just need to rip all of this grass out. It won't take long. I did the other bed yesterday and it was fairly quick, relatively fast. I just take my little tool, my little garden hoe and hand hoe, and then just do it real quick. And it's pretty simple. And then up here, brassicas. The brassicas still, I'm just letting them grow out. Some of the Brussels sprouts are still growing in like really nicely, so I'm just letting them do their thing. Up there where Matt and the kids are, I planted watermelon and cantaloupe, and they're coming in decently. And then we've got peppers and basil. And basil and peppers are both very slow growing, but they're growing. Like, look at my basil. I could probably even pick a couple of those leaves. And then my peppers, of course, didn't water them for 2 days when I put them in the ground, and we had some mishaps, probably lost about half of them, but the ones that are coming in are finally starting to actually grow again. Like, look, this guy has some nice growth on him. This is a Anaheim chili pepper. So it'll be really exciting to see these guys actually take off. Now that they're not shocked anymore, they're actually starting to grow some. So, and the basil is doing amazing. Look at this. This is mammoth basil. I'm super excited about this because we're gonna put it in wraps. So make like some chicken, bacon pita. I'll do like my own homemade from scratch pita, and then put basil in it, or even just wrap the whole, like the chicken and the bacon and the tomatoes and ranch dressing in the basil, like as itself, and not do a pita. Probably have to do a pita because the kids would kill me if they didn't have a carb. The gnats are horrendous, I think, because it was so humid and wet. The basil's really coming in. I'm just so excited. Everything's doing amazing. Let me see here. So we've got 2 watermelons here and 2 watermelons here, and it looks like our other watermelons didn't take off, but that's fine. I'll just kind of spread these guys out, maybe sow a couple more seeds, and then the watermelon should take over this half of the bed. And then over here we've got cantaloupe, and this is a cantaloupe, and this is a weed. It's a little cantaloupe, and they'll come in nice. Actually, look, this one's already setting leaves, which is awesome. Yeah, so the cantaloupe will come in really nicely and kind of fill in this whole entire part, and honestly, I'm totally fine with it spilling over the bed and kind of flowing out. I'm probably going to come out here this weekend, do a weed eat, a really good weed eat, and trim up all the beds like around them, and then mow really low, and then everything should probably look. This is the wind for you. Look at the brassicas. It's fine. They were like pretty much spent anyway. Look, we do have a couple cabbages that are like making it. I'm so excited. So we're gonna pull these guys that one pretty soon. It looks like this one's coming in too. So we'll let these guys grow out because they're growing. It's actually happening. We're doing it. They got ate up by bugs in the beginning, and then I don't know, the bugs kind of died back, and now we're actually getting a little bit of fruit, which is pretty cool. I know it's super late in the season and it's already like in the 80s, but we're growing cabbage, so we're just gonna let it grow. But look, everything, you see the wind, babe? How insane it was? Everything's like laid over. A lot of this can just get pulled. But I had hopes that these Brussels would actually make baby Brussels sprouts. Yeah, we should do that too, huh? And then there's a couple more Brussels sprouts in here. This one looks the best, actually. But I don't know, like the Brussels will sprout here. You see these little like nodules? That'll come out and be a Brussels sprout. But I don't know if it's gonna actually do it or if it's not. So we're supposed to get in the 50s tonight and for a couple nights, so maybe that cold pop will like take them back. So peppers and basil over here, and then down here is another bed of zucchini, squash, pole beans, and some bush beans. So pole beans all over here, which everybody's doing phenomenal over here too. I'm just really excited. I'm really excited to look at the garden and see something happening and flourishing. I think it just makes me so happy. It makes my heart like smile really big, brings so much joy. I love being out here, even when it's like so hot and so miserable. I still love it. I come out every single day and pick pests off of them. I wouldn't have like what I have growing if we didn't manage pests. We manage them 100% organically. Neem oil. We do neem oil, and we hand pick. Mostly, like, the biggest way that we manage bugs is hand pick. I hand pick. I feel like I come to battle like every time I'm out here. I literally feel like I just come to battle because that's what you do. You come out and you battle the pests. So we hand pick squash bugs. Squash bugs smell like banana Laffy Taffy. Can anyone like confirm that? Because to me, it's all I can think about whenever I like actually like if one of them smashes. They smell, and I don't really smash them. Typically I have like a thing of like just a jar of soapy water, and I just pop them in the soapy water, but they smell like banana Laffy Taffy. It's the craziest thing ever. I think that the company Laffy Taffy put squash bugs in their banana Laffy Taffy. I'm not even kidding. They had to, because it smells so much like it. Okay, so I wanted to reference something for you guys. When I planted this whole entire squash, zucchini, cucumber bed out right here, I put some pumpkin in the ground in my market rows, like my actual in-ground rows, right? I put this section right here of pumpkin, and then I did another section right up here. Now, some of them have come out and they've germinated, but look at the size of them. So like literally, look at this. So this is a pumpkin. It's healthy. It's doing fine. Nothing's eating it. The pests, like, pests are fine. There's another one there. And here's a couple more down here. Look how small they are though in comparison. So these tiny little pumpkins were planted the exact same time, and pumpkins are just a squash, so it's apples to apples here, honestly. The exact same time that these were planted. And look at them. Like, that is the difference. That is why in North Florida, sandy soil terrain, we were zone 8B, and now we're zone like 9 again or something, since they changed the zones. But raised beds are the way to go. Like 100%, I'm such a solid believer in the raised beds. So more than ever, just seeing the growth happening over the last month, we are completely convinced, that we'll just add more raised beds. So we'll do 4 more in this row, probably 4 more on the outside of that one, maybe even expand like 2 more rows. I do want to keep some of the rows. We have 11 rows out here, and I do want to keep some of them. I want to, keep the strawberries in the ground here. I really love the strawberries in the ground. I think the garlic doesn't have an issue growing in the ground. Even the potatoes aren't doing great, honestly. My potatoes look really sad, and it makes me really sad, actually, because I planted this whole row out thinking we would have a really great crop of potatoes, and I came in and weeded a couple weeks ago, and I was like, we do not have a great crop of potatoes. I thought we did because there are a lot of weeds, but really there's not. And I did everything. I put fertilizer down with the potatoes. I put an organic fertilizer. I put alfalfa pellets because they're like a slow release of nitrogen. Potatoes are really heavy feeders. I did everything, and we're not gonna see a yield that I wanted to see. So that's kind of stinky. So I'm just focused on what we are seeing, and what we are seeing is like real good yields, real good beauty from our raised beds. So I think, future The future of the Fuller Homestead garden is probably going to be mostly raised beds. That is going to be the future. Anyway, that's a quick little tour of what's going on and how we're doing. And I think we will have zucchini and squash setting very quickly. I think we'll have some cucumber setting very quickly. I think we're gonna get some beans. Our tomatoes are obviously gonna come in strong. I'm just really excited. I think we're gonna get really good yields out of these beds, and for the first year growing in them, it makes me so happy, so excited. All right, Boo, can you cut it for me? All right, we are tying up our tomatoes, and I wanted to show you guys I found a little rascal. So we have been getting these guys when they're little, but you see what's happening here? So hard because they look just like the plant. But that baby will eat your whole plant, and he doesn't even care. He doesn't care about it.
What's Daddy doing?
Dada and Noah are gonna go put gas in the generator. Here, how can
Can I go with them?
No, I need your help. Look at that thing. That is a horned worm, and they just love to eat your tomatoes. So we just pick their little booties off here. Come on, release.
Wait, they eat with their butt?
And then we pop them in here.
They eat with their butt?
No, they eat with their mouth, just like we do. So it's crazy because I'm like, oh, I don't think there's any more on there. And then we look up, you look up, and you just spot one. All right, Kinsley, help me tie this one up real quick. Yeah, let's not play with them like that. That's not safe, okay? Here, can you hold this for me? And video me tying it? Okay. Oh, back up, son. So you can get a good picture. You got it? All right, now we want to be really gentle, right? So we don't hurt our plants, but we want to give them support. Because the wind just barreled them over today, didn't it?
Yes.
Cheeky wind. Tuna. Tuna. When Kinsley was little, what did you say instead of tuda? Tuda. What did you say?
Tuna.
Tuna. You would do something and you would say tuna. All right. I got it for me again.
And I called gloves gloves.
Yeah, you did. You called gloves glubs. Okay, here.
And a helmet helmet.
And a helm up. Yep. Will you cut it for me?
Yeah.
We're good. A helm up and gloves. And tuna! You cut it. It was the sweetest thing ever. I never want to lose all of those sweet little moments and all those cute little words. We want to hold on to them forever. So we just speak them like all the time in our house. We basically use their cute little words all the time. Noah, one of the best ones he had was a bike. He called his bike a mic. And everywhere we went, he said, Mama, I bring my mic? I said, sure, baby, bring your mic. And then what happened? One day.
A headlamp from Dad.
Oh, that was funny too.
And he said, I see something.
I see something.
And then he said, I hear something.
Yeah. He said, I see something. I hear something. Yeah, he did. And then one day I said, Noah, you want to bring your mic with us? And he goes, Mama, it's a bike, not a mic. And I said, oh no, that's awful. Right? Oh, Fiona. Fiona's the basset hound. Oh, you're so pretty. I know. Get down. She's so naughty. Okay, so we got critter picking to do and we got some more tying up to do. Got a little more tying up to do over here and then we're gonna call it. Okay, so when you are being a ninja and you're hunting caterpillars on your tomatoes, especially hornworms, okay? This is your tell-all sign, all right? When you're out here picking and looking, you see this right here? That's caterpillar poop. So you immediately go under the plant and you scan up and bingo. You find the little cheeky caterpillar that's eating your plant. That's it right there. I don't know why it's not zooming in on it or focusing on it. There we go. There it is. And you get it. You get it out of there. So they're really hard to get. I always start at the rear and kind of pick them off like that. And pop them in with the rest. And these go to the chickens. We watch a YouTube channel, the kids and I, and it's called 9 Little Aussies. You should follow her. She's like really adorable. They moved to Texas from Australia not long ago and they're just starting their homestead. She's awesome. I learn a lot from her. But they in Australia they call the chickens chooks. And so whenever we get the caterpillars now, we get them to feed the chooks. So I'm tying these up and I just wanted to mention that I was reading about tying up tomato plants. See how like storm, insane, tied up nicely. So I just wanted to mention, you don't want to like smash them too much together because one of the things that causes sickness in tomatoes, I mean probably any plant, is like no airflow. So if you really like take a clump and you smash them all together and pull them back as tight as you can, they're not going to be able to breathe, right? And you definitely want them to be able to breathe. So that's one thing that you got to think about when you're tying them back or putting them up on their cattle panel or whatever. We had some trees, just one tree that a couple limbs, big limbs go down. We got the cleanup crew running tonight. Gotta keep it fun out here. Those are our compost piles. They probably need to be turned. And all of this is actually cedar trees that went down in the hurricane that we had last August. And we kept them because we got a mulcher, like a big wood chipper, and we're going to chip it up. Cedar is really good because it's more like pest repellent than most woods. So we're gonna keep it and probably use it to mulch around the house. We're just trying to turn every lemon into a blessing out here. So the kids and Matt are actually riding through our orchard. It needs to get mowed, but there are quite a few trees planted out here. A couple you can see. We have some plums. Oh boy. I love that man. Oh my goodness. Look at you, little toad. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Look at you. Oh, there's a big spider too. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Oh. All right, hop along. Hop along. All kinds of fun in the garden. All right, we've got our tomatoes tied up. Look at this one. You guys, so exciting. I cannot wait. My favorite thing is like a big beefsteak tomato sliced with basil, fresh mozzarella. Oh my gosh. And like some balsamic glaze. Stop it. A little bit of gray French salt on top of it. Oh my goodness, it's going down. And then just the classic, like a little bit of sea salt on a sliced up beefsteak with a little bit of homemade ranch dressing. Like you can't get anything better than that. I'm so excited. I can't wait for tomatoes. Like not grocery store disappointment tomatoes, but like legitimate tomatoes. And zucchini, I cannot wait to make all the zucchini bread. Oh, it's going down. I can't wait. I'm so excited. All right, I'm gonna go inside because we have no power, and I need to get the kids' beds set up. They're gonna be in our bedroom tonight because we have a window shaker, a little unit, and it is perfect in our bedroom and it keeps it nice and cool in there. And then we don't have to run the whole house AC because we need to run the well so our animals have water in the troughs, and we need to run other things that are more important than air conditioning. So we have a little window unit and it's perfect. And we're pros at it because we were without power for 13 days with a hurricane, and so we got real cozy then. So I'm gonna go set up beds before it gets too dark, and we will catch you guys next time. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We hope everybody's well. Until next time.